talk about Joe. If you've got an old junky truck or car parked in your yard that never moves, then you know Joe or someone like him. There was a Joe in my life. His name isn't Joe. I know his name and everything, but for privacy, I'll protect his piece of shit privacy. This happened over and over and over to me, to where I'd be out working with my bees in my yard, and then some just guy would show up. What what's the story with that truck? And you want it? And blah 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 blah. And they're feeling around trying to get free parts or something is what they're doing. Because sure, I entertained a few offers. I was like, okay, make me an offer. Somebody offered me $400. I said, get the hell out of here. He said, okay, how about 800? And I was like, get going even faster. And that's where that ended. And they walked away saying he's crazy. And I was like, well, I want some money for the thing. I paid money for it. It's got pieces on it that you want, or else you wouldn't be bugging me while I'm holding a frame of honeybees in my hand. People are stupid, man, walking up on a beekeeper when he's actually got the hive apart. You're like, dang, you're brave, man. They muttered that truck pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? But not bad enough to pay any money. And that went on over and over and over and over and over and over. And finally I got a guy that was like, sure, 2,500 sounds reasonable. And he started kicking the tires and he wanted to try and start it, get it running and this and that. And I was like, okay, fine. And then he came up with this cock and bull story about how he caught these guys trying to steal my stereo, and he has it now. And he has it still. So who sold the stereo out of my truck? Well, that, you could argue about. But either way, it's not there, and Joe has it. Okay? Well, another guy, we've got to make up another name, Bill, actually bought the truck. He gave me $1,000 for it. I wanted more, but well, hell, I got this other guy picking pieces of it off of it. I need to get it the heck out of here before there's nothing left. The guy I sold it to, all he wanted was the rear end. When he got it home, he found that the front bumper only had one bolt holding it on, because my friend Joe was trying to get the truck running. Taking the bumper off is crucial for getting a diesel truck running. You gotta have the bumper off and on someone else's truck. I'm going somewhere with this. I just locked up my old red 4x4 in the shed because it's going to sit for a while I get a rear end for it. And as soon as these clowns spot a fucking vehicles that's just sitting there not getting driven, then I got to deal with these people that just show up out of the blue. Well, what are you going to do with that truck? It's none of your damn business is what it is. People are that desperate, man. They're driving around looking for shit to steal off of other people's cars so they could get their car running. Tires, wheels, catalytic converters, starters, you name it. Okay? We are in the age of keep your old car running by any means necessary, including if you have to go steal parts off your neighbor's car. And that's where we're at. Okay? I'm telling you, this is the whole purpose of this video, is if you got a car that you're not sitting there in your chair watching, think about it, because other people are sizing it up to see if that tire will fit on their car, or your antenna, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Things are getting very predatory, including government and business. They're hungry, very hungry, and willing to do damn near anything to eat. So watch your back and your car and your truck and keep it locked up. I was tempted to just leave my 4x4 that needs a new rear end. I was just going to leave it sat in the yard for a while. And then it dawned on me that, hey, the bumper might just disappear. Well, nobody wants that bumper. It's paper thin. But either way, the point of the video is to guard your stuff, man. Because there really are people out just riding their bike around at night looking for pieces to steal. It appears that the spare tire off of a truck for sale at a used car dealer was stolen out of the bed. And I don't have a spare tire. And nobody knows where it went. It would seem to me that the car dealership would have insurance that might cover that sort of thing. And that's where we're at, is whether or not this car dealer is going to replace that spare wheel that's missing. The jack and the tools to get the wheel down off the rack are missing too. Everything, basically everything you need to change the flap is gone. I'm not mad about it now, but I would be freaking furious at 1:30 a.m. on the interstate, pulled over on the side with the flat tire. It's coming. That'll be a whole new video, and then I'm going to use real names and real places and the actual name of the car dealer. Yeah. So it'll be a truck that don't have a spare tire. They got a 168-point inspection and somehow missed that. Really?